Okay, this is day 20, and I thought I'd just get out here in the neighborhood. It's like really windy, and because it's really windy, yeah, I didn't really want to go out on the road, so I'm just kind of staying loose today, and you know, maybe practicing just a little swerve techniques, you know, to stay loosened up. And that's pretty much about it. Just you know, trying to just stay loose with my training. I really wanted to, you know, leave the neighborhood, but just with this wind, it's just really bad. So I'm just gonna stay loose on the bike. And that's about it. So basically just you know, trying to stay loose and be able to lean the bike more comfortably and avoid obstacles if they were in the road. So that's, you know, pretty much what I'm trying to do. It's like super windy. Garbage cans are falling down everywhere. So we'll just get, you know, a lot of practice in. Just make sure, you know, keep remembering all the things. And also gives me a chance to get used to these gloves. You know, like I was telling you guys the other day, they're new gloves. And you know, I wanted to get used to them. Getting more and more comfortable on the bike, of course. So basically that's just about it. I should be putting cones down for swerves, but you know, that's okay. One of the things is I could definitely swerve one way and, you know, see if I could go the other way. And it, you know, like basically just push the handles. Just staying loose. Let's just say if this is an obstacle, you need to get out of the way. and then do the turns. So again, the point is just to stay loose. So day 20 today. Looks like there's a vehicle that's coming in. Just ride loose and try to lean in more. And then we'll get obviously more turns in today too. Some faster turns in. Kind of doing like long figure eights pretty much. The point is just to stay loose. And since the car is coming, we'll go this way. So I started day one, and day one was, you know, really just all learning. And, you know, like throttle control, I was really bad with the throttle. And then from day one, I really changed the bike around a lot. I changed my seat, and I added the mirrors, and then I also added the blind spot mirrors to it as well. So a lot of things different. And I saw that truck behind me, just in case you guys were wondering, you know, if I saw them, and you know, I did. And today, because it's so windy, everyone is kind of inside the house, so that's okay. And also, it's like I just want to stay loose on the bike. Because now, you know, I'm out on the street as well, so you know, I want to be able to like avoid obstacles and stuff. And in the neighborhood, I just tend to cover my brake a little bit. It just because I want to make sure that if a kid runs out in front of me, I'm prepared. And I'm covering the rear brake more so I don't lock up the front brake, but you know, I'm able to get to my front brake, you know, pretty fast. And then maybe I'll turn from a stop here. And then we'll stop again. So those are just kind of starts and stops. Sometimes I'm doing a good job on the stops, and other times I don't know if I'm putting my foot down soon or not. So I'm just gonna practice that as well. Again, just the basics that I'm practicing. Because that's like one of the things is like when you're out on the street and then you have lights. So just gonna do starts and stops here. And I think if I could get the timing down on, you know, how to put my feet down, if it's just going to be 1 foot or 2 feet. You know, good thing is this bike's pretty easy to handle now for me. And then I could also, you know, flat-footed, almost flat-footed. That's pretty good. Every time I go by that garbage can, it's like further and further on the street. Pretty good on that. Felt really good. And my turns are getting pretty good too. That's one good thing about this neighborhood. It's like gated, and you don't really have, you know, really any cars coming in unless they're, you know, somebody that lives in the neighborhood, or like, you know, your FedEx folks. So just stay loose. You know, every once in a while, like I do, you know, hit that throttle, you know, like I don't want to, but it's one of the things that I'm still practicing on this bike is throttle sensitivity. I mean, sometimes I feel like I get it, and then other times you know, it's just a little bit harder. I don't know why. That was a nice and tight turn. And you know, one of the reasons that I'm you know, recording a lot of this footage is for myself as well. I'm sharing it with everyone, but at the same time I go back and I review the footage just to see how I did. And then also there's a lot of people that I know want to ride, and they may think that they're not able to, but like I says, I never really rode anything that's motorized before, other than the e-bike that I had purchased. So you could kind of just see that, you know, even like with the circles, I'm able to go kind of like tighter. And control the throttle. So we'll do a couple more turns and then we'll upload the footage. Again, I like to make my stops a lot smoother. Again, you know, sometimes I get those really smooth and sometimes not as smooth as I would like them. My takeoffs have been great. My leans are getting better. I'm feeling more comfortable with the bike. You know, feeling more comfortable with the turns, feeling more comfortable with the starts and stops. And you know, just sometimes turning from a stop, it's one of the things I want to keep practicing. And that's you know, what I'm practicing today as well. And then slow rides. Before going at this speed, I would be like super wobbly. And now I think, you know, I'm doing pretty good. And also before, I couldn't even like hold a handlebar with one hand, and I felt so uncomfortable. So that's changed as well. So we're just gonna do another tight turn here, and that's gonna be about it for the video. This is RiderGuy. Please like and subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. Take care, and as always, find something you enjoy doing and just do it.